Hey, good morning. It's early. Bradley Charbonneau here, and it's the 17th. I'm back home in the Netherlands, but part of me is still in Bali. Because something happened there in the quiet, the open space, the slowness that doesn't just go away when you get back to your inbox. If you're watching this on video, you'll see where this transformation happened. It wasn't just a vacation. It was Kairos. You might know this already, but let's break it down. There are two kinds of time. Chronos is your schedule, your calendar, your coffee to go, your to-do list. It's predictable, efficient, measurable. Tick, 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 tick. But Kairos is different. It's non-linear. It's sacred. It's potentially magical. It's a time when things slow down so that you can speed up. It's when you make decisions from your highest self, not your hurried self. For 3 days in Bali, I was alone. No plans, no people, no push. And in that space, I asked the question that defines everything I do. And frankly, everything we all do. Now what? And I got answers. Big ones. But before I could hear what to do next, I had to hear what was holding me back. And that's when I met the villains. Now, they're not scary. They're subtle. They sound like you. They are you. They are me. On loop, in disguise. Let me introduce you to just one of them. Because tomorrow, his book drops. His name is Mañana Mateo. He's charming, relaxed, disarming, and his favorite phrase, mañana. Mateo never says no. He just says later, and later never comes. He even has a favorite quote, by Mark Twain, of course. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow just as well. Classic Mateo. And that's why I'm starting the 27-book series with the one who didn't want to go first. But here's the thing. Once I saw Mateo, once I named him, his power started to fade. Awareness is the beginning of transformation. Once you meet the villain, you can begin the journey to the hero. And maybe, eventually, to the guide. So, what did Kairos time give me? Clarity, courage, and a decision. Actually, 3 decisions. I'm reducing my work to just 3 projects. Here they are. Number 1, now what? This is the umbrella. It's the question, the framework, the path. It's where we explore decision-making, identity, and transformation through stories, books, workshops, retreats, and talks. Villains, heroes, and guides, they all live here. Next up is 1. Now, this is the heartbeat. Choose one word to guide your year. Not a list, not a resolution, just one word. You write the book, you live the word. You become the person who chose it. And yes, soon you'll see a wall of book covers. A mosaic of courage, clarity, and confidence. One word at a time. 9 villains, 9 heroes, 9 guides in the coming 27 weeks. Because it's not coincidence that there are 27 weeks left in this year. And finally, number 3, OPA, or other people's audiences. Excuse the marketing terminology, but this is the amplifier, because you don't need to just yell louder. You need to be heard by the right people. OPA is where I help authors and creators and entrepreneurs share their story on podcasts, stages, and platforms that matter, like re447's YouTube channel and re447's podcast. It's visibility without burnout. And then there's sort of a bonus decision that happened in Bali, and this one is personal. My wife and I are making a big decision. We're moving. Not tomorrow, not mañana, but soon. Where? Not yet. You'll have to stay tuned. And here's how this all came together. It was a mix of together and alone. Together looked like Bali chats with friends, like Rich and Em, asking deep questions, trading stories, challenging each other, and yet also living the daily life, walking the dog, taking their daughter to school. Alone looked like early mornings, meditations, recording podcast episodes I didn't know needed to be recorded, and working with my mysterious creative partner, Charlie Holiday. Yep, Charlie deserves a shout out. You'll hear more about him eventually. Let's just say he thrives in Kairos time. And all of this space, this silence, this clarity has led to what's next. re447 retreats. Because I don't want to keep this to myself. I want to invite you into the pause, into the shift, into the Kairos time, into the time outside of time, into the Kairos that lives inside of the Chronos. These retreats, they won't be where you live. They won't be in your backyard. They won't be where your calendar lives, your daily to-do list. They will be in places where Chronos fades and Kairos rises. They will be in places that usually we can only attain by doing it together. And geographically, think Austin, Texas. Think San Francisco, California. Think Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Think Italy. Think Bali. We'll meet, we'll write, we'll walk, we'll ask the hard questions together. But for today, here's your starting point. What's holding you back right now? Which of the 9 villains do you associate most with? Maybe you have a second, maybe a third. It's usually a combination of a few villains together. So I put together a quick quiz, a chart, if you will, a hierarchy of villains. Now, when you see them, when you see their characteristics, you'll say, oh, that's not so bad. Wow, I just went back to a Rocky flashback. You're not so bad. You're not so bad. Meet the villain who's been quietly steering the wheel, who's been quietly steering the ship. You might be surprised who shows up. You can go to re447.com/villain. I'll put a link here. And tomorrow, that first villain writes his one-word book. That's Mañana Mateo. Because Mañana Mateo, well, he is doing it tomorrow, but tomorrow will be today, and then he's going to write his book, and then it drops. He'd rather do it next week, but we're turning villains into heroes, and eventually heroes into guides. You can learn all more about it in the coming 27 weeks. 9 weeks of villains, 9 weeks of heroes, and 9 weeks of guides. Each one of them is putting together their own one-word book. You'll get a better feel of what the one-word book entails and what it means coming from a villain, and see if you associate with that. Coming from a hero, and then finally coming from a guide. These past few weeks have had a lot more Kairos time than I'm used to, and I welcome it. I would love to invite you to more Kairos time. and look into Repossible retreats and getting out of some of your Chronos life and getting into Kairos time. And remember, just to make this clear, the goal is not to live 100% of the time in Kairos time. That would be crazy time. That would be too intense. That would be too much. We need the Chronos time as the foundational elements of our existence. Chronos might be seen as the roots to the tree, and Kairos are the leaves way up top. So the deeper the roots, the higher the branches. This is Bradley Charbonneau. This is a Repossible podcast. This is the 17th, my monthly newsletter. And this is your invitation. Come meet your villain. It might sound scary, and frankly, it kind of is. But come meet your villain. Get to know your villain a little better. And then we'll move on to finding your hero and eventually your guide. I'm back in the Netherlands, but I'm still slightly in Bali. And I'm still listening for what's next. So ask you your own question of now what? And is it going to be mañana when we take the action, or is it going to be today? Okay, keep in touch, and I will let you know when Mañana Mateo's book comes up. It's going to be tomorrow on June 18th, because that's a Wednesday. Sorry. It's a, you know how much I love alliteration? Okay, I got to stop. Alliteration? Wow. Thursday Thunder, Meditation Monday, Fast Friday, Tiny Tech Tuesday. Really, Bradley? Are there more days of the week? Yes, there's Wednesday. It's going to be one Wednesday, like W-O-N, one Wednesday, or O-N-E, one Wednesday, because we're going to have one book of one word for the next 27 Wednesdays until the end of the year. You are more than welcome to get your one word done as well this year, because it doesn't need to be a New Year's resolution. It's June, and this year has just been turned on its head thanks to my last month of Kairos time. Okay, I'm wandering, clearly. I need to get back and finish this up and get this little quiz done for you, and I will see you in Kairos time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Bradley Charbonneau on the 17th of every single month. Keep creating. Bye for now.